Hi, so for my final project, I decided to focus on language arts standards that deal with descriptive writing, and the standards that I found could honestly range in K through 5, and this could be scaled up or down depending on what grade level you are on, but so I just created a descriptive words dictionary, a guide for sight, smell, taste, sound, and feel. And so my students would be able to use this as a reference guide to make their writing a little bit juicier. So it walks through each of the 5 senses and gives them ideas for words that they could use. So it's not set in stone, but it's to spark their imagination and get them thinking. So for the first one, I have a mouth, and on my tongue here, I have different words to describe how something would taste. So I have bitter, cold, salty, dry, juicy, sweet. And there's a bunch of others and some on the back as well, so they can interact with that. My second one, which goes this way, is how do I smell? And so there's 3 objects here, and so they can pick it up and smell it, and there's little scentsy stuff on it too, and then there's words that they could use to describe how something would smell. And once again, this is not set in stone, but it's for them to interact and get their thoughts thinking about it. So for the cookies, I have chocolatey, sweet, warm, and delicious. And then for the next one, this is talking about touch. And I have a bunch of words over here to describe how something would feel. So bumpy, light, heavy, fuzzy, slimy. And the students can interact with the hand over here and pull on the strings, and it'll come up and you can play with it, get them thinking. And this is sitting on a hinge tab pop out. And then my next one is these eyes, and this is for sight. So these are words like dazzling, beautiful, glowing, ugly, red, shiny. And once again, these are just words to spark interest. Sorry, my dog's snoring next to me, so if you hear that, that's what that is. And then the last word is, or the last sense is sound, and so I have a bunch of sounds / words to describe sound. So it'd be loud, crackle, soft, hiss, mumble, shriek, yelp, bark, clang, roar, and words like that. The construction of this on this page is just a simple pop out along with the eyes. I used 2 of them to pop that out. And then on this one, I used a hinge, the tab hinge, and then that way the hand could come up all the way. And then on these, I used the doors, which isn't a pop out, but I thought it would be fun. And then this one is also a tab where I glued the bottom, and then it can kind of stick out a little bit. But how I would follow up with this lesson is my students would pick a noun, so something like cookies or grass or something like that, and then they would draw a picture of that, and they would create a simple pop out, or they could make it super cool and go higher than that, more extravagant than that, but they would do that, and then around the word or the noun that they have, kind of like this one here, they would have different words to describe it. And so they would put tons of sound words and tons of like smell and taste and sight, and then we will compile those into a class reference book. So this would be used prior to a descriptive writing project, like a narrative writing. And so then students can go back and use that to see what their classmates did and spark ideas. And I would plan to do this in the beginning of the year so then we can use it throughout the school year as well. But thank you for watching. That is my final project pop-out book.